What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Wednesday evening. Reason for the video is every time I make a vegan gains video, it seems as though I have to make another one subsequently. So recently, I posted about my cousin admitting that he is on the juice, the Minute Maid. But the most common question I've been getting lately, and including on the live stream, is how much is he spending on his drug stack? Well, the great one is more than happy to oblige. Uh, so here's the thing, folks. Let's start with his testosterone seepinate. From what I'm understanding, he's taking 30 milligrams a day, 210 milligrams a week here. Okay. So basically speaking, testosterone seepinate is cheap. Okay, it's very cheap. For 30 milligrams, you're talking about a dollar. You're talking about $1.95 a day, even without having any type of insurance itself here. And I'm just going by U.S. prices. Canadian prices may be different, or the way they have healthcare, they may just give it out to them for free. Who knows? But I'm going to break this down based upon American prices, as if well, not me because I can get a prescription. I'm just breaking this down for a regular red blooded American that wants to go and get on the vegan gains a stack. So, first off, again, testosterone seepinate, it's cheap. Okay? 30 milligrams, very cheap. You can get you can get two 1 milliliter vials, 400 milligrams total. That would be more than enough to cover because it comes in 400 milligrams here, by the way. So the only thing he would need to do in order to complete it would be, maybe two bottles and a little quarter or so, a little tiny bit there. You're talking about $105 without insurance, or at least so. With that, let's throw in another bottle, okay? We throw in a third bottle, maybe he has a little extra to spare. Okay, $150. Even with that being said, $150 is cheap, okay? That's as far as a CPNAT is concerned. Testosterone is always going to be cheap, with or without insurance, okay? Period. And you can get the reduced costs with insurance discount programs. You can literally spike it for half the price. You could probably get it for $30 or $40. But testosterone CPNA, cheap. So here's the now the reason why I went ahead and went over the testosterone numbers, because those are nothing to write home about. However, when it comes to growth hormone, that's just a little bit different here, okay? Growth hormone is a little bit more expensive, folks. So it's going to take me a while to break this down. So here's the thing, folks. It's going to really depend on a couple of factors, whether my cousin's getting it retail, if he's getting it in bulk, or if he's getting a discount on it, or like patient's assistance. So if he was paying retail price for growth hormone, brand name, genotrophin, or so forth, you are looking at about $20 to $25 per IU. He's taking 4 IUs, in other words. 4 IUs of growth hormone. That is about $80 a day, or $2,400 a month. It's a lot of money. Okay, now I'm just saying $2,400 a month. But that's only if he's using brand name stuff. He's not buying it in bulk. He's just going to the grocery store and picking up some tomatoes and stuff at a Whole Foods. He's not going to Walmart. If he's going to Whole Foods and not Walmart, typical prices, that's about 2,400 easy. Maybe even 26, 2,800. Now, if he went and decided to buy it in bulk, you can reduce your cost by maybe 20% or so forth. At that point in time, it'd be 18, 17 or so forth per IU. So you'd be looking at $70 a day. You're looking at about 18, 19, 18, 20, or 18, $2,000 a month. That's for bulk pricing. Now, if he's getting any discounts or so forth, let's say he was on insurance, even with insurance, you're looking at 12, 13, maybe $16 or so forth. So you're looking at like $1,400 to $1,600 easy. So as far as his supply is concerned, when it comes to growth hormone, it's really going to depend on where he's getting it from. I certainly would doubt that he's getting, retail stuff there. So honestly, given what he's having, and remember, my cousin has all the time in the world to shop for stuff here. I have to work a 8-hour job and then run my business, so he has plenty of time to shop around. Uh, so he can easily he could probably get it discounted. I would honestly say probably in that discount range of $1,500. Now, if of course if he's using black market stuff, it could be lower. But honestly, I wouldn't even touch that mess. You don't know what you're getting. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. You have no clue is exactly what you're getting. So I would honestly say I'm just gonna go and peg it at $1,500. So 1,500, and then you take your test. We'll say 150. He's probably spending about, my guess would be $1,650. That's if he's doing it legitimately, knowing the sources that he has. Now, and I'm just going by simple American-based prices. Again, my cousin lives in Canada. Okay, he lives in Canada. Prices may be different there. So the his biggest expense is going to be the growth hormone. That's a lot of money here. I wouldn't mess with it. But on the other hand, my cousin gets beat up on those live streams, and he brings in a lot of money on those live streams. And now that he doesn't have that fat cow Jasmine up there eating up all his money, literally out of house and home, buying clothes and all other sorts of stuff, he's going to have plenty of room to rumble as far as that's concerned. So 1650 is the number I have, with the vast majority obviously going to the growth hormone. Maybe he can enlighten us on his next live stream. I'm curious to know what he's spending. And my numbers can easily be off simply because, there's a number of variables in place. He is in Canada. These are American based prices. And, honestly, I don't know the type of connections he has. I mean, heck, a lot of people know Vegan Gains. He might be getting it for free, a la Flex Wheeler or so forth. But that's all I got to say for right now. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Vince Goodrum channel. Click the link below. Also visit vincegoodrum.com. And as always, peace and soul.